Jaguar Health is a company that has been on fire recently, coming out with news, coming out with reports. We saw that their stock is going through the roof, seeing gains of 44% in a single day. It's now trading at over $2.60, seeing a growth of over 67 cents in a single day. This thing is absolutely blazing right now. This thing is blazing on fire. Now, with that being said, about 2 or 3 videos ago, I did talk about this company. I gave a full overview. I gave an analysis on what I thought some of their future their projections could be, what the outlook for the future landscape could be for them, what their financials were, what their management team was all about. I went super in depth about this company and all. So if you are looking for a bit of a breakdown on what this company is about, definitely go check that video out. I do believe that it could be super duper beneficial to you. But with that being said, I did do a follow-up video after that one talking about some of the risks that I believed were associated with this company. Well, the news that we did receive is it kind of negates a lot of the risk that I was talking about in that video. So I am super duper excited to get this news because I am a potential investor in this company. I did say that I wasn't going to be investing in them at the time that I released the last one, but with this news, I may be reconsidering it, and I will go over all of this in a little while. With that being said, I hope you guys are excited about this news. If you are a JAGX investor, I believe that this could be super substantial. Not necessarily the news itself, but what it means for the company and what the potential that it could lead to is. If you are excited for this video, if you do find it valuable or entertaining, you can let me know by smashing that like button. If you are new to the channel, we are pulling up on 2,000 subscribers already. We're coming up on 1,000 subscribers in about 8 or 9 days. The channel is growing so fast, so I appreciate every single one of you who stops by, says hello, subscribes, leaves me comments, criticism, feedback. I love every single ounce of support that you guys show me, and I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. With that being said, let's go ahead and let's take a dive into this article and let's see what this news is all about. So right here, the article is that Jaguar Health subsidiary receiving preclinical services from the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases for new preclinical study initiated on January 6th of 2021 for Leqemor plant-based drug candidate for the symptomatic relief of diarrhea. So that was an absolute mouthful, but basically in short, what that is going to mean is that one of their subsidiaries is releasing a drug named Leqemor, which is a plant-based candidate drug that will hopefully be relieving some of the symptomatic diarrhea that is associated with cholera. Now, whenever we do go ahead and we jump into this article, it says that they announced today that the 28-day preclinical toxicology and safety study in dogs began today, January 26, to support development of Leqemor, the second-generation plant-based anti-secretory drug candidate of Napo Pharmaceuticals, Jaguar's wholly owned subsidiary for the symptomatic relief of diarrhea from cholera. As previously announced, Napo is receiving preclinical services from the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, the NIAID, to support Leqemor development. Under NIAID's suite of preclinical services, NIAID-funded contractors are conducting the 28-day dog study. Now I'm going to call this NIA because saying NIAID is a mouthful. So NIA is a part of the National Institute of Health. We are grateful for NIA's support to conduct this important 28-day toxicity and safety study in dogs, which is expected to support the investigational new drug application we plan to file for Leqemor. Now, the company believes that Leqemor, which has the same mechanism of action as crofelemer and is significantly less costly to produce, may support development efforts to receive a priority review voucher from the FDA for an indication for the symptomatic relief of diarrhea from cholera. So basically what that's saying is that whenever it is compared to, this other drug being crofelemer, they're saying that since it has the same mechanism and it works the same way, but that Leqemor is a little bit less costly and it is going to be easier to produce, that they believe that that will give them priority to be reviewed by the FDA to hopefully then receive approval. So what does this all mean? You know what I'm saying? Well, at the end of the day, okay, this is cool. They're having a new study coming out. It's gonna, they got preclinical approval, so they're gonna start this 28-day dog study. But what does that really mean for this company? And why do I believe that it could be, really negate some of the risk that I was worried about with this company? Well, some of the risks that were, that I was associating with this company is something that was pointed out by a subscriber. You can kind of associate with a lot of pharmaceutical companies, is it felt like they were somewhat honing down on one drug alone and not really even considering expanding out to other drugs and other, solutions to the problem. Now, at the time, we were not given any information about this, so it is understandable that I kind of felt like they were a little bit too, contained into this one drug, but it is very, very important, and it's very nice to see that they are expanding out, because in my risk video, I did mention the fact that if they were, too stuck on this one drug, and for some reason it was incapable of providing them the revenue that they were expecting it to, or it didn't do as well as they thought it would, or there was some big, bite back and people reacted bad to it, that could be very detrimental simply for the fact that what else are they going to do? That was their main focus. Well, what they're doing now is they're starting to get into some of these other drugs. They're focusing on something like cholera, which has symptomatic diarrhea, and they are hoping to be able to then go ahead and help with those symptoms. And I think that's absolutely phenomenal. Now, I have said this in the past, and I will say it again. I really do appreciate this company and what they're trying to do. It is, again, a very strange and kind of weird thing to target. But the fact that whenever you can actually go and create a better quality of life for people who are going through bad times in life, it's absolutely amazing. And so I do commend them for doing such an amazing job at trying to make the world a better place with their own little, mechanism in their way of taking action. So it does say that cholera is an acute diarrheal illness that is caused by infection of the intestine due to bacteria. Now, according to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention of the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, an estimated 3 to 5 million cholera cases and more than 100,000 cholera-related deaths occur each year around the world. The infection is often mild or without symptoms, but can sometimes be severe. Approximately 1 in 10 of infected persons will have severe disease characterized by profuse watery diarrhea, vomiting, and leg cramps. In these people, rapid loss of body fluids leads to dehydration and shock, and without treatment, death can occur within hours. The largest cholera outbreak in recorded history recently occurred in Yemen. According to Oxfam, the number of cholera cases in Yemen in 2019 was the second largest ever recorded in a country in a single year, and surpassed only by the numbers in Yemen in 2017. According to Brookings Institution, cholera continues to spread in Yemen, with 180,000 new cases reported in the first 8 months of 2020. That is absolutely insane. I actually had no idea that was going on in Yemen, and it is kind of weird that this is not talked about more, because that is pretty goddamn scary. That is a lot of numbers, and the fact that it's such a quick way to, really get severe is quite shocking. But whenever that is said, it does go to show that they're targeting certain niches that are very, very dangerous. Of course, whenever you're going into cancer therapy or HIV therapy, all of these different symptoms can be very severe, and they can lead to death very fast. So that is something I'm noticing, that they're not really targeting some of these smaller illnesses or diseases, infections, viruses, anything like that. They're targeting things that are very, very severe. And again, I do commend them on that, because they are taking these people's lives and putting it into their hands. They're saying that we can help you with this. We can try to stop 1 of 10 people from dying from this disease. And we believe that our drug is capable of supporting them through it. So again, I really do appreciate what this company does, and I think that is absolutely phenomenal. Now, what does this say for this company going into the future? Well, if they are able to, successfully go through this study, this 28-day study, they can get that FDA approval eventually. And if they can do all of this, I believe that this inclusion of even, just another drug into their high portfolio of their subsidiary Napo is going to be an amazing catalyst for growth in the future. Because if they are capable of pulling this off, who knows what else they are capable of also adding to that portfolio. And we could really see this company start to dominate a sector where there's really not much competition. Let me know what you guys do think about all of this news down below in the comment section. I think this is absolutely phenomenal. And now, even though this addition to their subsidiary may not be the biggest news in the world, that's going to make this thing jump up 50%, even though today it jumped up 44%. I do believe that the principles and the concepts that are associated with being able to expand out your company and focus on even more products around the world is a very essential part to growing a successful business. Again, let me know what you guys do think about that down below. If you did enjoy today's update video, you can also let me know by smashing that like button and subscribing to the channel. I do have a little surprise coming at 2,000 subscribers, so stay in tune for that. It should be here pretty gosh darn soon, and I am excited to see you in the next video. With that being said, you have a great day. You have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you next time I post. Peace.